Welcome one and all to Best Served Cold. My name is Deep Space Matt, and today my job as a bartender has become more than just serving drinks. With a serial killer on the loose and the place looking to me for help, I'll have to question my bar patrons, give them drinks to get them talking, while avoiding anything that puts them in a bad mood. With a lot of clues to connect and people to investigate, can I narrow down my list of suspects? Let's find out in Best Served Cold. Alright, here we go, some more of Best Served Cold, a very fun detective visual novel. Now if you want to check this game on out, I'll have a link in the description down below where you can do just that. But for now, let's get right into it and continue. We are on the hunt for a serial killer, and we have 3 more people to talk to today. It is Wednesday, day 3. Oh, and we also have a deadline. Looks like we have 16 days in order to find the culprit. Let's start off on the left here. Hello there, Killian. Bartender, we meet again. That tends to happen if you visit. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? Did you know Natalia Reed? Why are you drinking so much? You clearly don't enjoy it. And what do you think of Alina? I have clues that I can ask you about, right? Yes. The last drop? The murder of Natalia Reed took place near a speakeasy known as The Last Drop. It was closed down after the fact. Let's present this to Killian. Yes, I visited often, though prohibition put an end to that. I bet you hear all sorts of... Oh, yes indeed. Did you know Natalia Reed? A little. I saw her at the Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and she threw up all over my new suit. I helped her get a radio cab home. She was drunk then? Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace like more refined ladies. Oh my. You know she's dead, right? Yes, Alina told me this morning. I was rather sad, but more in that fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so... Well, I don't think that he is the one we're looking for, but he might have information we need. You will die one day. Is that a threat? Just a fact. It's not a nice thing to say, is it? We have 2 more actions and 2 more things to talk about. You don't like drinking. It's something to do. Nights are boring without parties, that's it really. Killian seems to be hiding something. Perhaps serving him enough alcohol will make him talk. Oh, understood. Do we know what your favorite is so far? You like a mint punch. However, we can only serve you 1 a day, right? So we already gave you a mint punch. And right now you are tipsy. So we need to get you at 6+, but avoid being 8+, where you're too inebriated to talk. I kind of wish I knew what this number here was. Is it at 5? No, it's like at 5 would be here. So this is like at 4.5 or something. All right, 1 more question. What do you think of Alina? Alina's a lot of fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through clouds. Poetic. Very bubbly. Funny that someone like her can come from such a poor family. Lots of personality. Sometimes what comes out of her mouth sounds like intellectual gibberish to me, but even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out by those heavenly lips. Alright, I have nothing to say about that. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Bye. See ya. Alright, next up. Hello there, Maria. Good evening. Evening, Maria. We should chat, I guess, pass the time. Oh, I have 5 actions with you. Is that because you're already drunk? I can talk to you more? So we have 3 here. Let's go to our clues. Talk about the last drop. I've never been there, but I'm pretty sure Alina has. We should chat, I guess? Yes. What do you know about Natalia Reed? The accountant? I don't think I met her. I'm sure I didn't. Did you hear about her death? I saw the headlines, like the start of some macabre murder mystery, but without the cheery ending. Probably. The police will catch whoever did it. Maybe a killer can get away with murdering street girls or factory workers, but not someone like her. Let's hope. You're not a big drinker. Not at all. If I'm honest, I came here because Alina asks me along, and leaving her at a bar alone isn't something I'm comfortable with. You're a good friend. I think so too. Alina and I have been through a lot. I like knowing she's safe. Even if it means drinking? Oh, it's not so bad. Sometimes having a few drinks makes the book I'm reading even more exciting, though I often lose my place and have to read the same page over and over. Reading in a bar is kind of sad. I don't want to be mean. You're welcome to read anything on the shelves. There are a lot of books back there. Really? I mean, thanks. Thank you. I wasn't sure if a speakeasy was for me, but a speakeasy with a library? Oh, that's right. We're like below a bookstore. And is this your favorite drink here that you have? It is a femme fatale. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? I'm a people pleaser. Is that okay? I work at that old tailor's in the stacks. The other girls at Seems Good talk about drinking and dancing, but I just keep my head down. They think I'm dull, but I know that place would catch fire one day. There was a fire? That building is a death trap. We don't know who blew the fuse box. In a house of matches, it can be hard to find the first spark, you know. But it didn't burn down completely. Alina and I just can't play chess in the basement anymore. Oh, you play chess? When we were at school, we played for boiled sweets. It's a wonder we still have teeth. The women in the workhouse think I'm quiet and boring, but I watch them and I see things. Patterns, not just in the fabric, but in the city, in people, and most of all, in chess. Alina is good, but most days I can beat her. There's a fire in me. Competition. Even without candy, victory is still sweet. You're a grand master? Ha, not quite. Although I have won tournaments, we both won a few, but none that were official or major. Alina always beats me when the stakes are high. It's like the pleasure of playing against my friend makes me wilt. Oh, notebook updated. In the heat of competition, she lights up and I burn out. She just wants it more. I once asked her what her secret is. I'll never forget what she said. Never dim your star to make others shine brighter. Any other hobbies that aren't so intense? Cooking, I guess. I make a great sarmale, but this is starting to feel like a job interview instead of a drinks order. Fair point. So what did I have in here that was added? Often bested by Alina in tournaments, who deals with pressure better than she does. Interesting. Tips, profiles. You and Alina play chess together. We do, yes. We've been partners since we were 8. We met at a chess club in school. We were rivals, but ended up being best friends. That's a long friendship. I know her better than myself at this point. Chess is about getting into your opponent's head. I like it inside hers. Does that sound strange? A little. We can get very competitive, but we share the same dream, to get a little bit better every day and to beat all those stuffy old bearded men at the chess council together. We know each other so well now, I'm not sure our practice is helping us get to the next level, but I also just enjoy the time we spend together. Oh, more. I'm learning a whole bunch from Maria. We dream of one day beating Bukovi's top Grand Master. We're getting close. Alina won a tournament a few weeks ago, and I came in second. I was so happy. We played against each other in the finals and it was intense. It felt like my whole life building to that moment. Since we were in the top spots, we knew we'd already qualified for the next tournament in a few months with the Grand Masters, so in a way, the final was like a victory lap for us. Have I talked about chess too much? Sometimes I can't tell if I'm talking too much about something I love, but either way, thanks for listening. Anytime. Oh, it's really late. I'm gonna head home. I have something on tomorrow. Thanks for the drinks. You're welcome. All right, one more. Hello, Wendy. We meet again. Evening. Your friends have all gone home. What do you want to know, bartender? We have 4 actions. And I also wanted to take a look. What was the new item we got here? Best friends with Alina, who shares her dream of defeating Bukovi's top grandmaster. And can we just page through here? Best friends with Maria. Who is this? John. His goddess does not seem to mind his alcoholism, nor his attending an illegal speakeasy. Host of the upcoming radio show. Someone from my past, a former partner. Anything else? Obsessed with cleanliness, demanding clean glass for his drinks and wiping them with his sleeve. Interesting. All right, we have 4 actions, 4 questions. You wear a lot of expensive items. How do you know everyone? I'm cordial with Alina and Maria, and I know Killian. We met a while ago at a tango class, in pre-prohibition times. Don't get me wrong, they're not hideously dull or anything. I just feel they are slow to trust and reluctant to say anything. Genuine. You feel the same, or are you an open book? What you see is what you get. Like a cannoli, it's what's on the inside that counts. I've noticed you do a lot of watching. You pour drinks while keeping your eye on your customers, the sign of a good bartender, or someone who is fearful of their own clientele. I can't blame you though. Imagine if one of us were police. Are you? She laughs, and for the first time it sounds genuine. You've amused her, and she lets the mask slip for a moment. You've known plenty like her, and learned to never let your guard down around them. No, I wish there was something as exciting as a police informant among us, but alas, we are as we seem. Well, other than Maria, she's not rich at all. Dirt poor, in fact, but you can tell. If you look closely, you can tell. She purses her lips briefly, a smile flashing across her face. Not the friendliest thing to say. Friendly? What an odd concept. Alina pays for everything, Maria is a puppy in her purse. But we all do what we must. In her position, maybe I'd do the same. The poor girl's head must be spinning. Evenings in the casinos, speakeasies and clubs with Alina, then back to her threadbare bedsheets each night in the stacks. What a contrast. It's cruel, really. Do you even like Maria? As I said, the 3 of us, Alina included, are cordial. They could grow on me. Maria and Alina have some quirks which I like, imperfections, and they're both sharp as tacks if you haven't heard. Maria hides it under a shy facade while Alina hides it under a layer of, well, blondness. Opinions are fluid. For example, I didn't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Shame with the girls Alina and Maria. If they would just ease off on the chess chat and address the sexual tension in the room instead, I might enjoy their company a great deal more. I'm sure. What do you want to know, bartender? Let's talk about Natalia. The dead woman? I knew of her. It's quite unavoidable when you're in the company of Alina Dragos, especially when she's had a few drinks. How come? I could bore you with long-winded stories about Alina's infamous drunken rants, but why would I deny you the pleasure of experiencing them firsthand? Okay, so I need to get Alina a good drink. You certainly seem to be well placed to engineer such a rant once again. Just give me a warning before you do, so I may cover my ears in time. I will try. Should I ask about the last drop? And this one here. Peter mentioned that his favorite speakeasy, the last drop, was shut down. That's pretty much the same. He had to find a new watering hole, which is how he came here. Let's talk about the last drop. The kind of place where you wipe your feet on the way. Not exactly my scene, darling. All right, that was a dead end. I can ask you one more thing. Why don't we talk about yourself or your expensive items? Let's talk about yourself. I love that idea. She opens her mouth in mock surprise and lets out a little delighted giggle. What's there to say? I grew up at Popa's old estate, Home Heath, out in the country. I moved to Bukovi because I got bored, and I come to dive bars like this because I love the entertainment. Dive bar? I'd say you fit right in. Oh, are we sparring? That's adorable. You continue to meet my expectations. People must love you. Come, darling, I'm being exceedingly gentle. Let's get to know each other better, or worse, if you prefer. Okay, well, that actually increased our affection. I'll start. I was born, I moved here, and now I'm sat in this cramped little stool talking to someone who has a very colorful background. I guess criminals can be dangerous. How do you know about my background? I know a lot, darling, and most of what I know I keep to myself. This has been delightful. I mean that. It's refreshing to have a repartee with someone who can keep up. Chin chin. Sure. And what did I learn about you? Grew up on the Brooker family estate in the country, but came to seek excitement. Ah, well, would you look at the time? I'm going to make my way home before the sun comes up. Good night, Wendy. All right, well, that is everybody. So I guess that means we call it a day. And we have potential patrons. I don't know if this links to anything. We're just going to try to link it to everything. I think I've already tried linking all of these together. So nothing particularly new. No. All right. On to Thursday, day 4. Who do we have arriving in the bar this time? Oh, a whole lot of people. Oh, hello, Hugo. Officer. Constable Hugo Mertens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets as he inspects the other guests with confusion. After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair, and sits slightly too close. Constable. Barkeep. Seems like business is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job. These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. They're good people, mostly. Yes, well, I just wanted to check how much you know about these supposed good people. Someone on the street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing with me, I'll be staying here for a while. Open the notebook to present him with new clue. Using clues on a detective like Hugo will never consume actions, so make sure to show him anything interesting you find. He may have useful insights. All right. Potential patrons. See what he has to say about it. Peter confirmed that he saw several of my customers at the last drop before it was shut down. Alina Dragos, Elliot Lynn, and Killian Durand all frequented the speakeasy where the murder took place. Hugo would be very interested in this information. I mean, out of those 3, I don't think it's Killian, so it's either Alina or Elliot. If those are the only suspects we have, there could be more. So, Alina Dragos, Killian Durand, and Elliot Lynn all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reed was murdered. And you say you got this information from Peter Wagner? Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Bukovi, and the only reason he knew all this was because he was present at the time as well. So let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? I mean, I don't think it's him either. What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of these 4 might be our killer. Hugo pulls out 2 photographs from his coat and hands them over. The first one shows an ornate, decorated lighter lying on the pavement. The second shows a nasty-looking syringe. It is empty and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. Found 2 more clues. These 2 items were found at the crime scene. Check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? I mean, if one of them did do it, I don't know if I should be showing them these. About the syringe. The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. It's some sort of lethal toxin. Back before the prohibition, it was slipped into drinks, but since most of the victims have been found with a puncture mark from this needle, correct. We tried to see if it's a special type that was used, but unfortunately, this one is available at any pharmacy. It doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical profession in Zara either. Whatever the nature of the toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wants to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. The victims each had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case, it was the back of the neck, so the perpetrator attacked from the rear. The tests that we have run so far are currently inconclusive. Damn it, if this was back in Belgium, I'd know how to find better toxicologists. Do you know any toxins that have these effects? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator has chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals. I am making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We have to stop him. Any more questions? Yes, about the lighter. It was close to the body and is quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around at a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one is custom made. We might guess that the killer is a smoker. Only a few million of those. Yes, that doesn't narrow down the field too much. Apparently, he liked that answer. Any more questions? No, I mean, we could show you. Well, I guess we can't. It won't let me click on it. All is clear. Good. One last thing. Hand over your notebook. I need that. You place the notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. He pulls a pencil out of his pocket and quickly adds a new section at the back. After looking it over one last time, he hands it back. I added some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about the case. The detectives at the station use this method to put the case together. I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. The 2 things I need answered are: what is the killer's motive? And what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? If you can find clues that answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects, assign them in the section I added and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. But you can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure, and you should also consider evidence that might clear a suspect. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no, but it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down, and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Very well. Hugo has just added a brand new case tab to your notebook. Let's have a look. Open the notebook by clicking the button at the top right of the screen. This button also works when not in conversation with a customer. Select the highlighted tab. In this case file, you'll find an overview of each suspect in the case. The evidence you have collected so far on each suspect will be displayed here. The case file displays clues that show a suspect's motive, the evidence that proves they could have committed the crime, as well as any potential defense that rules them out as a potential culprit, such as an alibi. Once you are confident you know who the culprit is, you can press the Submit Case button at the bottom of the page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look at the evidence you have collected with a critical eye. For now, press the X in the top right to exit the notebook. So we don't have anything quite yet. If you're already in conversation with Hugo, like you are now, you can also press this button in the bottom right to submit your case. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get 1 shot. If you submit your case before the deadline has passed, Hugo will leave to present your case to a superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find the evidence on all suspects and figure out who is innocent and who is guilty. Their fate lies in your hands. Good luck, bartender. No pressure. Do I know what your choice of drink is? I do not. You have like 3 of them too. What sort of drink do you usually like, Constable? Something with coffee. Why? It's my job to know. I suppose it is. Do you memorize everyone's favorite drink? I mean, I don't. The UI does. I try. Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee because we drink it a lot in Belgium. Reminds me of home. Noting that down. Can I make you a drink? I can make you a drink right now. Let's go ahead and do that. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Would you like a drink, Constable? I shouldn't, but perhaps just 1 won't hurt. All right, so we have 2, I think, that uses coffee. Wake Up Call and Cold Winter. Right now, your tolerance does not go to 6. So if we get Actually, either of these, 4% and 5%, will get us right in the range we want. Let's go with Wake Up Call. Have I done Wake Up Call before? I don't know. No, I haven't. I don't remember the alarm clock. All right, here we go. Down. Excellent. Perfect 4. Or perfect mix. Ah, perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. All right, let's go. Do you know Peter? Peter has a storied history with the Bukovi police. You can usually count on him being on the wrong side of the law. We're working off the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish, maybe even the Brugge boys gang under Carla. It makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have something to do with all of this, but she's white collar and more interested in larceny and laundering than murder. I want to know who I'm working for. Let's talk about you. Constable Hugo Mertens. That's all you need to know. Favorite color? Oh, do I push? I mean, it's not hard to push on a favorite color, right? Blue. Do I continue to push? Hobbies? I am partial to pointless conversation and wasting my time. You have no hobbies. If I indulge this line of questioning, will it motivate you to trust me? Yes, absolutely. Fine. I like building miniatures, and when I was younger I collected model trains. Tell me more. I'm a collector. What more is there to say? We all collect things. You collect useless information while I collected trains. Hey now, I'm collecting information that is helping with your case. I don't have them anymore before you ask. I had to leave them back in Belgium. Did you have a little railway? Yes, and my fiancé hated it. All those objects are with my parents now. Is that all? I still have more questions. Tough. Fair enough. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. Too bad, you can't ask me questions. What questions do you have? You have a fiancé? Yeah, I picked up on that. Indeed I do, and you needn't look so surprised. I'm not, but I am. I feel like I need to be honest with Hugo. I have life outside of work, you know. The lines might sometimes blur, but I'm more than my job. Either way, my personal life is my business. Mind your own. I'll note that down. And one more, why are you doing a detective's job? Because those idiots are so busy chasing promotions they forget to actually look for criminals. One of them confided in me how he figured out all the victims of the Bukovi Boulevard killer are all blonde women. He condescendingly told me to keep that to myself and be a good constable. I can tolerate them being competitive, but not when there's human lives at stake. I didn't expect you to be so noble. And that is everything. Used to live in Belgium, enjoys building miniatures, is engaged, though he refuses to disclose whom. Oh, interesting. Now it makes me think it's somebody that I know. All right, so we are done here, right? How do I exit your current conversation? Do you want to end the conversation? Yes, I have a bar to run. And I have a case to work. Good evening, barkeep. All right. Oh, you're just back there. And we have father over there. My boss is here too. Let's talk to my boss. You're not a suspect though. Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Evening, Mr. Floare. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. All right. Should I present to you something? Tell me about yourself. Other speakeasies being raided. Oh, what do you like? You told me, right? The Eastern Ruby. Can I ask you again? Is there a different one you like? Something classy with red wine served over ice, though feel free to experiment if inspiration strikes. All right, and a lemon. I love sucking on the lemon afterwards. Got it. They say conversation is a dying art. Indeed. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. A drink, Vincent. Absolutely, something timeless, please. All right, so we know you like the Eastern Ruby. The Evening Prayer also has a lemon slice in it. This has lime. Oh, the mint punch as well. Let's try the Evening Prayer. That'll put you at 5. Let's hope you like this. Perfect mix. How say you? Delectable. Good job. Oh, excellent. All right. So is that... Oh, that's not your other one, though. You do like it, but it's not your favorite. All right. Let's go down here. What do you think of Killian? He's a boy in a man's costume. Petty and unkind. I'm against cuffing a child around the ear, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. His family name is a good one, which is why his bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles, also unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killian is trouble, and those close to him need to show a firmer hand. He's certainly a bit of a brat. He taps the bar in annoyance. Typical of the nouveau rich, they can buy everything but class. That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means. The boy doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right. They say conversation is a dying art. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm suspicious of Killian now. What do you know about Natalia Reed? I only have 3 actions. Let's show some clues. The syringe, maybe. I beg your pardon? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right. I thought maybe you knew about a doctor or something somewhere. How about the lighter? A fancy lighter? Not exactly my taste. What is this about? Okay. Oh, do you smoke, Mr. Floare? Doesn't everyone? We must make the most of the time we have and find joy where we can. Ideally with lots of finely toasted tobacco, a choice of drinks, and a friend to share it all with. I agree with that. Never mistake a lack of vice for a virtue. The best people I know smoke, drink, and love good coffee. The worst man I ever met loved decaffeinated coffee. Decaf only works if you throw it in someone's face. I'm not judging, it was just a question. Then yes, I enjoy the occasional cigar. I can't really help you with that lighter, I'm afraid. It's all right. All right, let's go with Natalia. Vincent looks down when you mention her name. He licks his lips, considering his next words carefully. I have been thinking back to when we met, briefly, at my accountant's office. She was smart, charming, and she knew when to drop that stiff Bukovi formality and be a little more laid back with her clients. I know she liked to drink. My accountant complained that she turned up worse for wear once or twice, so I imagine temperance was an issue. It was also no secret to my accountant that Natalia struggled financially due to her stubborn gambling addiction. How she managed to finance it is a mystery. I suppose it makes sense that she'd frequent speakeasies after the prohibition, so there really is a killer on the loose then? Apparently. Ghastly. I hope our customers tread lightly. Me too. Look at the time. I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on the chaise lounge upstairs before, and my back did not thank me. Good night. All right. So, who should we talk to next? I mean, I guess we have to show both Killian and Elliot here the lighter and the syringe. But I kind of want to talk to other people. Maybe we have more information we can present to them. Also, I don't know what's going on with the father. Let's talk to you first. Hello, John. Bartender, you're in a bad mood. Do I know what you like? You like the night count. That will cure you of your bad mood. Father Lacy. Please share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who is not confessing mortal sins. Let me get you your favorite drink. He takes a short breath. Need a drink, Father? Father, makes me think of my vows, but priests are taught it is worse to abominate wine than to imbibe it, so I will choose the lesser sin. Oh, wait a minute. I completely forgot. Night count. I realized I forgot what your favorite drink was in the 10 seconds I had last looked it up. All right, this will put you... Oh, no, we don't want to do this. That puts you at 7, which puts you at inebriated. That happened last time. Can I come back out and go back in and do it again? Do you have a favorite drink? That is like choosing my favorite hymn too difficult. Surely something speaks to you tonight. He takes a deep breath and eyes the shelves like he is poisoned and they hold the antidote. You hold the rim of a glass like you're ready to serve. He taps his fingers along the bright wood of the bar top and clicks his tongue once. It would probably be the night count that you serve here. It has a bitter aftertaste that resonates with me. Any reason? Much of life is bitter, might as well embrace it. Mix the bitterness in with other ingredients which make it palatable. Right. All right, but I don't want to make you that. Because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly from the tutorial, if we get them to inebriated here, then they're just going to leave. We like lose actions or something. So you like bitter drinks. And the night count has vermouth, gin, triple sec. Do we have anything else that's bitter? Herbal bitter? I mean, it's right there. The poison drop. And that's only 3. Not going to get you to drunk, but at least it'll get you to tipsy. Let us perhaps try that one. Around and down. All right, what say you, Father? Goes down quite nicely. Please share something. Sure. We have not found your other favorite drink, though. All right, but at least we got 2 more actions out of it, which is excellent. Did you know Natalia Reed? Can't say I've heard of her. Who is she? A woman who died recently. Oh, that's horrible. I hope she found peace in the end. Okay, well, that wasn't very happy. Let's go... You don't treat your faith as seriously as I expected. The goddess is too important to take seriously. Should you be saying that? Oh, he liked that question. I'm not exactly known as the funny one amongst my peers, but priests can be chronically taciturn, even compared to me. I doubt my humor will single me out for punishment from the goddess, or grace. I used to be more respectful, but why bother? Considering the secrets my congregation reveals at confession every night, it's only through the grace of the goddess that I've resisted hurtling myself into the sea. Oh, you should not be drinking. If it helps any, the biggest joke in this room is me. Good point. No, don't say good point. Present clues. Blonde victims, lighter. I don't think you know anything about any of these. Maybe you know... Maybe you've seen somebody with this lighter in your congregation? A lighter? What am I supposed to tell you about this? Yeah, that was a mistake. Do you smoke, Father Lacy? I'd rather have the devil flame me alive. We all have our vices, but suicide, even if it's slow, is a sin. Seems a bit extreme. Flagellation used to be common in the church. Poor choice of words, I suppose. Perhaps. All right, let's ask you about something else. I don't think the syringe is going to do it. How do you know about this place? Why are you here? I thought you'd like a customer. Clearly, I'm here to support a local business. I'm a patron. The pious man needs libations as much as the nullifidian. Father Lacy seems to be using verbosity as a shield against conversation. Whatever is left of his pride or composure is stopping him from confiding in a stranger. Okay. As much as I'd love to stay, I have an early morning sermon. Goodbye. All right, well, that didn't work. Let's come over here. We're going to go left to right. Hello, Alina. Hello, hello. What does a girl need to get a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Oh, wait a minute. No, cancel that. Look at this first. You like the poison drop, that's all you like? Need a drink, Alina? Yes, get me drunk. Will the poison drop do that? No, it's only 3%. It's gonna get you here. I need you to get to 6 or 7. So let's give you something else. The only thing that'll get there is the night count. And I hope you enjoy it. I mean, they both have citrus in it. I can only give you 1 drink. Oh, the Eastern Ruby is a plus for you as well. That will get you at least a tipsy. Well, let's try the night count. We gotta figure out if you like it or not. Here you go. Well, I definitely don't hate it. All right, well, I guess that's good. What do you know about Natalia Reed? Natalia? Why are you asking me about Natalia Reed? Just talk to me. Well, I know she was a gold-digging cow who had absolutely no business dating my father. You thought I wouldn't speak ill of the dead? Whoa. I may not be kind to her memory, but at least I'm the one being honest. She was like a barnacle stuck to a boat. Nothing I did could dislodge her. I might try to accept her if she curbed his worst impulses, but she gambled as much as father does. She was an accountant who couldn't handle money. When I called her out for her scheme, she even threatened to have my father write me out of his will. My friends told me to stay quiet about my feelings. Oh no, you're in a bad mood now, but I won't do it. If being happy today makes me seem callous or even suspicious, I don't care. The world is a better place without her in it. I see. Okay, I mean, that definitely gives her motive for Natalia, but not necessarily all the other victims. Let's go with a clue. Blonde victims all seems bad. Evil stepmother. Oh, we can look at this, right? That's your motive. I mean, maybe, you know what? Maybe this particular victim isn't related to the serial killer. That's an option. How about you? Do you smoke? Oh yeah, I gotta find out if you smoke or not. Don't just show me a photograph of a lighter. If there's something you want to know, ask. Do you smoke, Alina? She glances over her shoulder, scanning the bar to ensure nobody is within hearing distance. I don't smoke at all. I agree with Maria, it's a terrible thing to do. Her initial reaction tells you there's more to this story. Perhaps she's willing to share more when she feels more comfortable around you. Oh, do we need to get the affection up higher? Sure, I believe you. So yeah, we can't ask you more about that. I guess with our last action, we show the syringe, see if we get a reaction. A photograph of a syringe, what's this about? Know anything about it? Too much. I saw plenty of those at the hospital back when I was working as a nurse. You were a nurse. Sometime before my dad earned our fortune, I worked at the Bukovi hospital. Those syringes were used every day over there. Interesting. Alina's old job. I switched jobs last year and became an assistant for Dr. Durand. She's Killian's mom, if you've met him. Oh my god, everybody is like so connected to everything. Okay, so you used to work at the hospital. Now you're an assistant for Killian's mom. While working there, I noticed she uses the exact same ones. For whatever reason, she locks them in a cabinet. Oh, so both of you have access to these types of syringes? Did you have access to them? Of course I did. I think she locked them away because of Killian. I returned the key the day I quit the job, though. Strange topic, syringes. I'm just glad I never have to use them now that I'm happily unemployed. Glad your fortune changed. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. See you later. Oh, okay. So new information. Exciting. Where's all my clues? Alina's old job. Alina has experience with syringes. She was once a nurse and was later employed by Killian's mother as a doctor's assistant. Before her father became so wealthy, she no longer needed the job. Okay. I thought she was still working for Killian's mother. The Bukovi killer only targeted women with blonde hair. Natalia has a gambling problem. And Natalia is Alina's evil stepmother, or was at least. All right, let us talk to Killian now. Bartender, we meet again. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle. Indeed, I do. Did I ask you about your sort of drink? Something that can get me drunk without feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. So, sugary drinks then. I love the light sugary stuff. I think your mint punch fits the bill. Got it. All right, I'm gonna get you a drink here because you only have 2 actions. I want some more actions. Need a drink? What else would I be here for? The ambiance? All right, so you like the mint punch, which is only 2%. I want to get you to 4. Sugar syrup in wake-up call. Pirate's Joy also has like pineapple in it. Those are the only 2, 4%. Let's go with the wake-up call. It does have coffee. I don't know if you like coffee though. That could be a mistake. You like the light stuff. Coffee isn't light. Let's try the Pirate's Joy. Down across the hook. All right, I hope you enjoy it. You do. I could get used to this. And still not your other favorite, though. I presume this is another favorite. Maybe this is something else. All right. Oh, and what was... Oh, Alina's old job. Oh, do we have stuff? Oh, it specifically shows clues that are linked to that person. Yes. Let us present this to you. Yes, Alina worked for my mother in the past, and that's how we met. She had the keys for the storage, but I'm sure she handed them back when she quit. All right, nothing quite new. Let us present the lighter, see if you smoke. A lighter? Goddess, I'm not sure what this has to do with me. Are you a smoker, Killian? Killian looks uncomfortable, as if recalling an unpleasant memory. He looks you up and down. Absolutely not. The son of a doctor knows better than to engage in such unhealthy habits. Do I believe him? Despite his words, Killian twitches nervously. Yeah, I don't know. Smart man. Again, I think we have to get the affection up for people. Let's try the syringe. Hey now, that syringe looks familiar. It does? Of course, my mom is a medical professional, so we have some of these lying around her surgery. She even has some at her home practice behind lock and key, obviously. You should ask Alina about this stuff if you haven't already. She used to briefly work for my mother and actually use them. She did? Yes, it's how we got initially acquainted, you see. She was always a bright thing, but back then she was just a nurse. Now she's come into wealth, she has really bloomed. Anyway, unlike me, she carried a key and actually had access to the cabinet where these things are stored. Naturally, she returned it after resigning, but my mother decided to change the locks nevertheless. I will keep that in mind. All right, one more thing we can ask you. Dr. Durand. Yeah, I don't think we need to ask you about your mother. Unless we can ask you about the key. Blonde victims? Perhaps? Let's try this. Are you partial to blondes? Blondes? I love blondes. Another reason this killer must be stopped. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. All right. Bye. See you later. All right, next up. 2 more left. Clara. Quick, you gotta set me up. I'm in desperate need of a drink. What have I missed? What do you like? You like a copper bullet? Need a drink, Clara? Nothing too strong. I have work tomorrow. Copper bullet is 5. That'll put you here at tipsy. I could go straight to 7 with a night count to get you drunk. Let's just go with the copper bullet. Although, you know what? Should I be asking stuff first? No, you only have 2 action points. I was thinking that if we say something that puts her in a bad mood, we could then serve her a drink afterwards. I suppose maybe I should be asking 1 question just to see if it triggers something bad. This is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. I mean, I can only serve you once a day. All right. Why don't you tell me about your job? I don't remember what you do, honestly. Oh, you're a hotel maid. That's right. Oh, have you seen anything? How about Natalia? Oh, didn't Killian say that he saw Natalia outside of the Jubilee Hotel, I think it was? I guess I've seen her a few times before the murder. She was in the Spire Lounge in the hotel a lot, same as Elliot, Olivia, and even Alina once or twice. Okay, so Alina and Elliot both were in the lounge. Which one is Olivia? I do not know Olivia yet. Oh no, there's Olivia. Okay, that's right. You were here the day before. Did Natalia mix with anyone else? I saw her and Olivia order together at the bar. That stuck with me, because Olivia is kind of a big deal even amongst that lot, and everyone formed a crowd around her. I saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice too, usually away from the bar though, over at the Vantage booths. Interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along too. I remember that pretty well because he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but I do look like I'm out here trying to... Oh, but do I look like I'm out here trying to date men? No, I get it. All right. What sort of drink do you like? You only have 1 favorite though. Why do you risk visiting? Tell me about your job. There's 5, maybe 6 interesting things about me, and my job is not one. You really want to hear about the hotel? I'm curious. I'm a maid, believe it or not. I spend most of my time cleaning up after messy, entitled people. Before Prohibition, I worked the mid-bar for extra money. The tips were decent unless cleaning of bodily fluids was involved. Do you like your job? God, no. Do you? Could be better. In another life, I would be traveling the globe, competing for medals in Bartitsu competitions and drinking my winnings. In this life, though, bed sheets and refilling those little shampoo bottles. Sorry. One day I'll get out of Bukovi. I'm too old to compete in the martial arts now, but if I wasn't trapped, I could at least grab an airship to anywhere else, really. Why are you trapped? I'm in debt. If I stop working, it'll get worse. Once I paid off everything I owe, maybe I can quit and find something better for me. The friendly local loan shark, Carla, oh, there's Carla again, won't send her goons after me as long as I keep paying the interest on my debt, but with the wages from the hotel, I'm not making a dent in the amount I owe. Yeah, I know what Carla's like. No use worrying till I get wrinkles. Sifu says rainbows need rain, so I guess this part of my life is the rainy season. I'm sure the rainbows are coming. All right, should I ask about the lighter? I'm not suspicious of you. Why do you visit? Isn't it risky? Probably. Then again, I could get hit by a radio carriage tomorrow while crossing the road. You have a point. I just feel like whatever they say, if I have a choice, I just agree with them. Sifu says boats are safest in a harbor, but that's not what boats are built for. I can't think of anything I love that couldn't kill me. Also, just because something is a rule doesn't make it right. Sounds about right. All right. Anything here? Potential patrons? Have you been to the last drop? I haven't asked you about that, right? At least I don't think I have. Cryptic? I don't think this is relevant. All right. That's it. I have work tomorrow. I gotta get some sleep. So good luck with the bar. Good night. All right, one more person. Last call. Well, I mean, technically Hugo's here, but... Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his mouth. Well, that answers that question, and pulls a box of matches from his bottom pocket. Oh, and he has matches. Was that his lighter that he lost? We discourage smoking. These are menthol, and they make your breath smell good. It's still smoking. If you must, I must. What do you need from me? I mean, what do you need from me? I don't know what you like. What sort of drink do you like, Elliot? A well-made one. Do I need to be more specific? I think you do. Yes, well, I suppose that's reasonable. You cannot expect a bartender to produce quality drinks without suitable direction. Exactly. Something minty with soda. I like to feel fresh and awake after a drink. Alcohol doesn't make you sleepy? I have developed my constitution till it no longer inhibits my focus. Alcohol sharpens my senses. Really? Indeed, and a drink with a clean mouthfeel livens the senses, not to mention how much it encourages intimacy with the opposite sex. Fresh breath is essential. Just hold off on the fruit punch. Feminine drinks reduce male vim and vigor and encourage the production of black bile in the body, which makes one melancholic and, I believe, less virile too. Sure it does, whatever you say. Pouring vodka into fruit juice is a waste, like a sophisticated gentleman wasting his time on tittle-tattle with loose women and mannerless men. Some men are born for better things, and they deserve better drinks too. I'm immediately suspicious of you. Noted. Let me get you a drink. Elliot closely inspects it and nods. This look okay? Yes, hurry up. All right, so you wanted something that is not with fruit. And, oh, what did you say now? I forgot with everything he was talking about. He said mint, right? He wants it refreshing. So maybe the copper bullet puts him at 5. What else do we have here? The mint punch has mint as well. Let's go with the copper bullet. It does have lime juice in it. I don't know if he counts that as fruit. We're going to try it. All right, here you go. I don't know what I served you last time. I should keep a list. Not bad. As long as the glass is clean, I won't complain. Oh, I bet you will. Come in here. Not on your favorites. All right, so you were at the hotel with Natalia. Did you see what happened to Natalia Reid? I feel like I might upset somebody or upset you. What do you do for a living? How about this? I work for the Arrondissement Property Registry. It's a very important position in the municipality, though often the plebeians treat me like a clerk rather than a senior individual with a great deal of power and influence. Do you enjoy it? It pays my bills and gives me time to pursue other interests. What else is there to expect from a job? I make more than most people, that's for sure. Is money important to you? No, but I find it's a good indicator of value. Right. All right. Do I ask about Natalia Reid first or show him some of these? What is not going to get him upset the most? Let's talk about Natalia Reid. I don't know who that is. Bukovi is a big city. Would I even remember her? She worked nearby. This is Bukovi Boulevard. Everyone is nearby. Thanks anyway. All right, let us Ask about the syringe. I don't know about a syringe. They're used by doctors and freely available at any pharmacy. You're not helping at all. I guess we go the lighter. I already know you smoke, though. But I gotta show both of them to each suspect. A lighter on the ground. People lose lighters all the time. What does this have to do with me? Don't you smoke, Elliot? All my life? Well, since school anyway. That makes 2 of us. I'm just gonna agree with you. Okay, you like that? I was trying to fit in with the popular lads. I needn't have bothered. I'm not sure I enjoy it anymore, but what I really don't enjoy is the shaking of my hands when I can't find tobacco. If you have any tips for quitting that actually work, let me know. It would save me a great deal of money. I'll keep an eye out for some. I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going see you. See you. All right, well, not much help from anybody. I can present to you more information, right? Evening. Come over here. I've learned some new stuff. Blonde victims, debt. I already knew that before I talked to you, right? So let's go. Alina's old job. Interesting. So one of the suspects has seen and used syringes while working as a nurse. Considering what our murder weapon is, that's very interesting indeed. I think we can piece something together with this. How about Dr. Durand, Killian's mother? Interesting. The doctor may just be a key of our puzzle. Try and see if this fits together with the evidence we already have. All right. Am I actually going to get anything new from you? Interesting. Confront Elliot and Alina with this and see how they respond. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Put them on the spot and watch out for the quivering lip or the twitching eye. All right, well, I should have asked. I guess I couldn't ask Alina about it because she was already gone, but I could have asked Elliot about it. Evil stepmother. I'm glad you're the one conducting these interviews. This is like something straight out of a radio drama, but it's a solid motive. Nice work. We still need evidence that Alina was capable of the crime. The murder weapon might be a good place to start. All right. Do I go through all of these? So she had debts. You should look into how this could be related to the case. Money is a powerful motivator. Blonde victims. I might have overshared when I had few too many drinks. Let's not discuss that further. I trust your discretion on this. I suppose it is information about the killer, though. Maybe you can piece something together with this. Peter? Asking a criminal about a crime. Smart. Report what you find from this line of investigation. We can't fail to follow any leads here. Sure. Favorite speakeasy is closed. Based on his presence alone, I think he's worth considering. I agree he's a key person of interest, and investigating him thoroughly is worthwhile. Last drop. Yes, I know it. The constabulary should have shut down that place long ago. I confess I prefer it here, though it's a strange place for us to be working as detectives together. And I might as well just gray all these out now that I'm here. The lighter? Why are you showing me this again? Do you smoke, Hugo? Barkeep, I am not a suspect. I'm just curious. Of course I smoke. You need something to help you relax. I'm an underpaid constable with a bulging caseload and a junior detective snapping at my heels while we both chase the same promotion. Tobacco is the safest stimulant I could choose. Right, but aren't cigarettes expensive? I don't know what you're hinting at, but that's enough now. Interesting. Syringe. I don't know anything more than I've already told you. Let's work together to find how it all fits in the bigger picture. It's your job to present this to our suspects and see how they respond. They'll likely have their guard down around you, so we might learn something. All right, well, they would if I could get their affection up. Okay, we're done with this conversation. and we are done for the night. Or the morning. I guess it's in the morning, technically. We're done for the day. There are still customers you could speak to or show clues. Wait, what? You mean Hugo? Yeah, no, I showed everything to Hugo. We're good. Oh, there's a little kitty sleeping on the steps. All right, let's go over here. Put these there. We have a lighter, syringe, debt. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff. Oh gosh, we have way too much stuff. Dr. Durand, blonde victims. So Dr. Durand and the syringe. Killer Killian. Killian recognized the syringe because his mother, a doctor, uses them commonly at her home practice. This means Killian had access to the weapon that was used in Natalia's murder. All right. Alina's old job and the syringe. Alina the assassin. Alina recognized the syringe thanks to her past experience as Dr. Durand's assistant and confirmed to me that she knows how to use them. This means she is proficient with the murder weapon that was used to kill Natalia. All right, put this over here. Lounge chats. So, hold on. I guess we have to put these down here. You don't smoke. Evil stepmother with Alina. Natalia's debt. Lounge chats. Why is this red? Oh, there we go. We already had that connected. Blonde victims. Killian does like blondes. That doesn't work. Anything else we can connect here besides just going through everything? Oh gosh, move everything about. They're all... No. Click on this. There we go. So Alina was there. The killer was there as well. That doesn't help. Last drop. Debt. I don't think there's anything else we can connect. No. You have yet to find anything else. I think that's enough. But we haven't had any sort of motive or anything. Come back over here to the case. Yeah, so there's the evidence. So we don't know between here who could be it. I guess we are talking about Peter. I forgot about that. Does he have a link? Oh, wait a minute. Her debt, right? Because doesn't Peter work for... Doesn't he work for the person Natalia had debt with? Or... No. That's the wrong person. I don't think we have a connection here. All right, well, let us end the day. On to Friday, day 5. And we have more people to talk to, but we are also at over an hour, so it's going to do it for this episode. This has been Best Served Cold, and things are getting very interesting. Once again, if you want to check this game on out, I'll have a link in the description down below where you can do just that. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching.